Hi guys, and welcome to another Gusto deck profile. This is for the April 2014 format. After this deck profile I will be going on a hiatus. The reason is I'm going to change the Gusto deck a lot, and by a lot I mean completely, because I'm not really too happy with the way I'm playing it right now. I had the same kind of feeling when I used to play Gusto, and then Pirika came out, then I realized, like the psychic part wasn't really necessary, so I dropped it for pure Gusto. But again, I'm probably going to be putting Gusto on something else. What it's looking like right now is somehow putting it with Cosmic Dragons, or a Ninja Mist Valley build. Things to abuse. There's a Cosmic Dragon card that says the Cosmic Dragon Incarnation, if a monster you call is destroyed by battle or card effect. I kinda wanna use that in the Cosmic Dragon build. Besides, this thing is, well, Gong Fu is Gong Fu. And for ninjas, Lady Ninja Ye, discard Griffin, and then somehow make a push off of that, is what I'm thinking. I haven't really figured out anything at all, but it's gonna be something I'm looking for before I make another deck profile. So this is what the deck's looking like for the moment. Tempest and the Breed Dragon go together. Caam and Silpheed. Silpheed, I was playing Garuda. I was playing 2 Garuda, and then I dropped Garuda to 1 because I honestly prefer Garuda at 1 because 2 seem to kind of clog a little. And Silpheed looked cooler, so I took one of them out for this. I'm still playing 2 Pirika, no matter what anyone says. Actually, I was actually gonna put Pirika to 3, but I put in Raigeki Break, and Raigeki Break can pitch Griffin to search Pirika, so that's the reason I kind of dropped it. Reason I was going to play 3 Pirika was because a lot of the time I was blowing emergency teleports on Pirika when I could have used them to search Cleric instead. I was kind of thinking like either of these at 3, but Pirika is a lot more searchable than Cleric was, so I wanted to put it, I was going to put Cleric at 3 after that, but then I was just seeing how things happen. It hasn't been that necessary. So they're both at 2 at the moment, but Raigeki Break is kind of like the reason why Pirika is not at 3. Gulldo at 3, 2 Winda and 2 Egul. Gusto Recycle Loop, still 3 Gulldo because Gulldo is the most important one, and Winda and Egul because you do get attacked a lot. 1 Falco because it's a level 2 tuner. That's honestly the only reason why that's here. It's also a Pirika target. Sadly it has 600 attack, so it's not a the Breed Dragon target, but that's okay. 2 Clerics still. 1 Gold Sock to search Tempest usually to get the Breed Dragon, because the Breed Dragon will save your ass. Other times, probably Griffins or emergency teleports. 1 contact. Only 1 contact because you do need a graveyard for this. But you can return this to the hand, so 2 dualities because it's, I don't know, I took out dualities. I tested a build without duality, and what happened with that was what did happen with that? I didn't really like it. 2 duality still seems to save your ass. 3 duality is a little overkill, but 2 duality definitely seems nice. It is a personal preference thing though. 2 MST would be 3, but we have contact. 2 Lance because Freeze still affected by card effects and monster effects, and 3 emergency teleports. 1 Raigeki Break because it seemed kinda nice, because Hush Psychic Cleric and Griffin only happens if you have a Psychic and Engrave as a target. And 9 times out of 10, it should either be a Pirika or a Freeze or something like that. And there's nothing to let you go off without doing that, so Raigeki Break, pitch Griffin, and do things, which is why I play Raigeki Break. Because Gusto, this build does have the issue where your opponent actually has to attack into you for things to happen. But after this hiatus, hopefully, I will be able to come up with a build where that's no longer necessary, and abuse some Gusto cards for days. Anyway, moving on. Bottomless and Solemn Warning. to Breakthrough Skill. I like Breakthrough Skill. I don't like Fiendish Chain in this build so much because you do want your things to be attacked most of the time. And 1 Divine Wrath for effect negation also. Reason I had 1 Divine Wrath is because I used to have 2 Skill Prisoner, and then I dropped it to 1 Skill Prisoner, and then I just thought, you know, maybe if it's only gonna that only negates monster effects that target, why don't I just put in something that negates monster effects full stop, which is why I played the Divine Wrath. But it's only at 1. Things you can target with Divine Wrath: Blessings for Gusto, you can pitch that. Contact with Gusto, you can pitch this, and other times it'll probably be Griffin or something else. If you happen to have Contact in hand, you can just shuffle back Gusto monsters, so you don't really care about pitching those, because, for example, if you have, like, multiples of the Gusto Recycle Loop in your hand, you can always pitch that. If you happen to have Contact in your hand, which you never will. And, 1 Blessings for Gusto and 2 Call the Haunted. It used to be 3 Call the Haunted, but dropped 1 for Blessings because Blessings literally wins games. I changed my mind on this card. I used to hate all Gusto traps, but I kinda like this one a lot, so it's staying here. It's also, Freeze returns more than just Gusto monsters back to the hand, although most of the time it's probably going to be Pirika. It also returns Contact and Blessings. And if you happen to make Freeze late game and get Contact and get Blessings back, it's pretty amazing. 1 Begone Knave, because, I don't know, it seems like a really funny tech card, because the way it works with Freeze is, if you have Freeze and you have Gusto monsters, and your opponent has monsters in face-up attack position that have higher attack than your Gusto monsters, what happens when a Gusto monster attacks into it, when this thing's on the field, and this thing's on the field, is, Gusto monster attacks, Gusto monster gets destroyed, and, the monster that it attacked gets returned to the hand. It's a lot more useful against things that were special summoned from the extra deck, just saying, because if you return things like Magelanes to the hand, it's not going to do much. Same thing with, you know, like Fire Fist Bear, stuff like that, etc. Extra deck, Mistworm. There's actually a way to make Mistworm that I never really did. But Cleric, discard Griffin, and banish like a Wind Psychic, hopefully, because you have to use Pirika's effect, and if you banish something besides a Wind Psychic, then it won't be special summoned by Cleric once it leaves the field. So, Cleric, discard Griffin, banish, for example, Freeze, special summon Pirika from the deck, gets back a Gulldo, which you hopefully have in the graveyard, make a Mistworm, bounce 3 cards, and special summon whatever you banish with Cleric. Scrap Dragon, you can make Scrap Dragon if you have Cleric, again, and you have a level 6 Synchro monster on the field. Then you pitch Griffin, get Falco, Synchro Summon for Scrap Dragon, pop Cleric and opponent's card, and you get Cleric Special Summon. And Stardust Dragon would just be Falco and Pirika search Gulldo. Black Rose, you can kind of go into like a lot of ways. One of the main ways would probably be Debris Dragon, search Hush Psychic Cleric. Psychic Nightmare, you can make this. You can use Cleric. You can make it a Cleric combo, but Pirika makes this by herself. If you just normal summon or special summon her, you can just get Gulldo and make it. If you want to be fancy, you could say Hush Psychic Cleric, pitch Griffin, banish Pirika from the graveyard, special summon Gulldo, make Psyhemoth, Pirika gets special summoned, make Psychic Nightmare. For Freeze, Pirika, Librarian, again, same combo, Cleric, pitch Griffin, search Falco, Falco and Hush Psychic Cleric, Synchro Summon for 5, which is the Librarian, and then Pirika, which you banish with Cleric, gets special summons Falco, and you make Gulldos, and you draw 1 off Librarian. Falcos is one of those cards I wanted to play because it's level 4. I really like it no matter what anyone says, I really like Falcos. It does give all your stuff a boost, but that's not really the important part. The important thing is that it gets under things, and it's a level 4, so you can make Lightning Chidori, which is what is important. Chidori combos, anything involving banishing for Silpheed and having a level 4 on the field, which will either be Caam or Debris Dragon. Debris Dragon if you still have Caam in the deck, or a Pirika, you go... hopefully for this you have Streets on the field, but normal summon Debris Dragon, Spirit Summon a Gulldo or an Egul. If you Spirit Summon Egul, you're gonna take less damage. You attack Egul, attack with Egul, and you Spirit Summon Caam. Or Pirika, if you Spirit Summon Pirika, you have to get the Egul back to make Falco. Or if you just get Caam, you can just overlay for Lightning Chidori like that. Totem Bird, Pirika normal or Spirit Summon, same thing with Levia or Music Rhythm. Yeah, that's really all I have to say for the extra deck. I'm really still not happy with this build because of the fact that it has to be attacked into. Of course, if you do get attacked into, it's fucking brilliant, but... I will be working on a build. Side deck does not exist. This is not my side deck. I still need to learn how to side. So, I probably won't even be uploading dual videos with this deck. Dual videos honestly all look the fucking same. But yeah. I will be taking a break, and I will be working on a new Gusto build that I'll hopefully have uploaded sometime in the near future. And yeah, thanks for watching the video, and see you next time.